The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that baby out.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Wide open downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They'll run the counter. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Handoff to Xavier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Mateer. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field, but if nothing's open, boom. I take it and easily get a...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense picks it up. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29 and a solid return there. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Snags it, and there's running room. And he scores! Touchdown, Sooners!
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you can see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Zayin. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Zayin from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody... A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Hurricanes headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Mensa. Makes the catch. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Hurricane! The first points of the day.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing, Mensa. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. And he pumps it up inside the 20.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds a crease at the 20. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
He'll pull it down. There he goes. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and then before...
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Off the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Complete to the left. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. It's Bowen. Slips through the line. Run out of bounds at the 45, and a terrific return there. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should...
Caught, and he's got room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Mateer. There's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The short hands, it's the Tegna.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now rolling to the left. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Mensah to throw. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Wants to fire on second down. Gonna take a shot. Upstairs he's got it. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Mensah. Right down the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. On target. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Sategna. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Under fire. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Lofton. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with a quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy, because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
They'll give it to Robinson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here of the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the big fella. Hard running there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The tag. Touchdown, Miami. Took it all the way back to the house.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
He'll start the return inside his spot. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were...
Guys, look at this. Surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
As a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Number 22, sets it kicking away.
Coming out with it, it's Bowen. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a...
There's some room. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's shown you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. looking for his man in the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Mensah. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Fires quickly. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Throwing, Mensah. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.